What's going on, guys? My name is James Collects, and if you're finding me for the first time, I am both a nerdy collector and an eBay reseller. So Sunday car boot haul time. There was zero footage. As I said, not yesterday, the day before for you guys, the weather's been really bad. The car boot was terrible. It was really possibly the slowest that it had been, apart from that one day when it was raining. It was really bad. So there was 2 rows and I was walking up and down and no footage at all, despite the fact I had it on me. I had my GoPro going, turned it on, and there was no memory left, so I obviously hadn't cleared it from last time, which is really annoying. So I'm making sure that I mention it in this video, so when I go through to edit it, I remember to go back through and delete all the previous footage, because I'm an absolute moron sometimes. So what did we get? Not a great deal, but I've got some nice bits. That's the main thing. So, right, first off, we'll start from the beginning, shall we? So I went to my regular guy on a Sunday morning, and he didn't have a great deal. I ended up buying this lot for 20 quid, which... that's all I can really do to describe it, really. So we got a PSP. I would imagine this is more than likely going to be faulty. There's no charge in it whatsoever, and I can't even get into the battery pack. I don't look like it's actually been put in properly. So yeah, it needs a bit of a clean. So I'll get the old wet wipes out. Not even wet wipes. Probably a microfiber cloth actually, and a load of Mr. Sheen. But I don't think this is going to work. So if that's the case, it'll be sold as spares or repairs. We did get Sega Mega Drive Collection, which is disc only for the PSP. Fairly decent game. We also got a boxed wooden Monopoly. Now this is only from 2003. It needs a bit of a clean, but if I open it up, you'll see that inside it looks quite tasty. At least this bit does. And then when you actually open it up even further, you can see that it's just been thrown around and it's just been sitting there. Yeah, it looks to be complete. The people are obviously trying to complete the McDonald's Monopoly at the time, but most of the notes look like they haven't been used because they're just really crisp. So yeah, that is going into the collection for the time being. I'm gonna have to go through and sort all that, but yeah, it's a fairly uncommon Monopoly. You don't see a lot of the wooden ones, and I've got to try and get this back in without... oh man, I shouldn't have just opened it. I should have just said what it was and let you guys take my word for it. I think we got there. Right, so that was part of the £10 lot. Also part of the £10 lot, my brother will have first refusal. It is a Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, antique bronze ancient bone finish chess set. That's the word, chess. It says it there. Yeah, part of the £20 set. I think, generally speaking, you can get around 25 to 30 quid for this. Saying that, isn't there supposed to be a Netflix or an Amazon Prime series coming out for Lord of the Rings? So that might well increase demand. But yeah, Baby Bro's got first refusal. If he doesn't want it, then it's being sold on. Part of the £10 set. Got some bits for my mum. These are £1 each. So we've got a rough cut of some amethyst. It was nice at some stage, but I think it's been knocked about a little bit. And whatever the hell this is, but it's pretty. So for the sake of £1 each. My mum's got loads of this stuff now. Surely she hasn't got much more room. At least I hope not. This one is a bit of a dud. I paid £1. Looks cool though. It is X-Men The Ultimate Collection. So it's got X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men United, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine. I know everyone hates that, but I actually quite like that film, apart from Deadpool. He's not the only bad bit about the film. Here's the noticeable bad bit of the film, and X-Men First Class. So yeah, it was £1. I picked it up, asked how much the guy wanted for it. He said, make me an offer. I said, oh, I'm not very good with offers, because I would have thought box sets, people are going to want like £4 or £5 or something stupid. And he said, oh, you know, just give us £1. So yeah, okay, I'll do that. So I don't know, I might keep it as it's a special edition. Yeah, Yeah, don't know. We'll see. Okay, next lot of items. There was a guy selling, what do you have? The audiobooks for Harry Potter, like all the books. It went £20 for the lot. I ended up passing on that. And we knew that he was going to be bringing out some PS2 games. And he had a watch that was sitting there for ages, which I ended up buying. It went £15 for the watch, which is a Pulsar watch. Can't find anything online whatsoever. It's one of the watches that charges the battery as you walk around. Similar to what most of the higher end watches do now anyway. It's just that they've been doing it for a long time, whereas everyone else is now starting to keep up. So this watch he wanted £15 for, and while I was umming and ahhing, he did bring out something else. So he actually brought out a Nintendo DS, which has got not an official box, it's just like a carry case. I've not turned it on yet, but the fact that it's in good condition, it's got its stylus, it's got absolutely everything, I'm fairly certain it's going to work. So I had the watch in my hands. He put this down, I picked it up straight away. I was like, how much for the DS? He said £5. I said, oh yeah, I'll take that. I said, are you going to games with it? Oh yeah, just the one. Soul Silver, which he wanted £3 for. So I thought, yeah, you know what? I'll pay £3 for Soul Silver. So this was supposed to be £3. That was supposed to be a fiver. And the watch was supposed to be 15. Ended up getting a lot for 15 quid, I think. Yeah. So that's not too bad, I suppose. Yeah, 15 quid? Yeah, it was 15 quid. I'm quite happy with that. So I've not turned this on yet. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take Soul Silver out of its case. A game which I do not have yet. And we're going to put it into the back of the DS. We're going to open it up. And then we're going to do... oh, that. Good start. Screens look nice and clear. You must adjust the system. Oh, he wiped it as well. Legend. Right. That is actually quite nice and sweet. Well, yeah, Soul Silver is definitely staying. That's going to the lockup to go in my personal collection. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. What's Soul Silver worth now? More than £3, that's for sure. We have 2 items left. Now, I had my backpack full of stuff and I was having to hold it in front of me because it was that full, because I had to like hold it together to keep it closed. Walking along and I saw a stack of soccer games for the PlayStation 2. And on the top was this bad boy. She wanted £3 a game to begin with. And obviously I know what it's worth. But I refused to pay £3 for a PS2 game. So I offered her £2. She said, no, I want 3. And then I think her mum said, no, we'll do £2. So they did the £2. I refuse to pay any more than £2. Maybe £2.50 if it's a good game. I won't pay more than that. But yeah, FIFA 14 on the PS2 is worth about 25 quid plus postage if it's in good condition. Admittedly, feast your eyes on that bad boy. That is absolutely marvellous inside. I hadn't even checked the disc. There's 1 or 2 fingerprint marks on that, which is not the end of the world. Now, I picked up one of the FIFAs and I can't remember which one it is, so I might be able to shift this on. So yeah, this might be going on eBay. I have to go to the lockup at some point and just double check. But yeah, £2 for FIFA 14. See, not all soccer games are complete rubbish. I said soccer. Football! Not all football games are rubbish. And our last item. Now, this guy had loads of Subbuteo bits and other football related games. There's also a few risks, but I won't pick them up unless they're sealed because it takes like 16 hours to go through and make sure that everything is there. So there was a normal risk and there was a Transformers risk. I must admit I was tempted by a Transformers one. I would have opened it up and had a look, but the guy had actually taped it shut. So I thought, you know what, it's just not worth the time or the hassle. So the only game that I did pick up was a fiver, and it is Pirates of the Caribbean: Battle for the Treasure on the High Seas. Sealed. obviously, because it's got a cellophane wrap around it. As for what it's worth, pre-owned it's going for around anywhere between sort of £10 to £25. I think this will be a case of just waiting until the fourth quarter and then just sticking it on eBay unless I can put it on Amazon. Yes, I've signed up to Amazon, which I'm gated on absolutely everything, so that's going to be fun. I've got to try and work out what's best for that, which is an absolute pain in the bottom. And there we go. That is the whole of the car boot done. Nothing major. The weather was just against us today, unfortunately. I didn't see anything major being picked up at all. Actually, there was one lady. I'm going to talk now for a bit just so you're aware. Grab a cup of tea if you don't mind, because I'm going to do exactly the same. So there was a lady, I've taken a picture of her car so I remember it, and she had 2 PS1 games. They were both platinum. It was, I want to say Soul Blade and a Command & Conquer, mint condition, £1 each. So I didn't get the games, someone else did. Someone who is a bit of a wind-up merchant sometimes. So I've taken a picture of the car. I know exactly what I'm looking for. So when she arrives next week, and I tend to get there pretty much first out of all the retro gaming collectors, so I should be first to the stall for that one. I have told Rob what to look out for. I did see Theo, but I forgot to tell him. So if I see Theo Saturday next week, I'll tell him the vehicle and the reg for him to look out for it as well, so that at least if one of us gets it, well, if one of us that isn't me gets it, at least I've got a chance to maybe cherry pick a few items out of that bundle. But yeah, there we go. That is the whole of this car boot done. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I will see you lovely lot in the next video. Good gaming and happy collecting. Cheers.